Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Let me know if you can hear me. Give me a 1 in the chat, please. Left, right. Let me see you do it. Left, do it right. Do it left. Do it right. Left, do it right. Do it. Let me see you do it. Left, right. Left, right. Hey. All right. Thank you, beautiful spirit. So, yeah. Peace, world peace. Welcome and welcome back to Goddess Dawn Speaks, aka the $1 trillion Goddess, baby. I'm Goddess Dawn. Now you know, baby. And I'm back with the story where in Diddy land, the Diddler has done it again. Beautiful spirit's gonna have to call in, Wayne. If you want to call in, give me a minute. But yeah, you can definitely do that. So let's talk about, there's a couple things actually going on this morning in the headlines with regard to your boy, the Diddler. Let's start with this one. It looks like a doozy, child. Let's turn the music. Let's cut the music. So according to TMZ, there are men claiming SA and Diddy is sued again. And this is the attorney Buzzbee. Tony Buzzbee, they say the barrage begins. He's the one that gave that press conference about the 120 victims or accusers that were going to be filing suits. Well, I guess the ball has begun to roll, honey. It says the floodgates are open and Diddy is being sued left and right by people who claim he sexually assaulted, including a handful of men. Diddy has now been named in 6 separate lawsuits filed by Tony Buzzbee, the Texas attorney, who says he's representing up to 120 alleged Diddy victims. And 4 of the 6 filed so far are male accusers. In one suit, a man says he was working for Echo Clothing back in 2008 and knew Diddy through his work, as Diddy was developing and marketing Sean John, a competing brand. He says he ran into Diddy and Diddy's 3 bodyguards in the stockroom of Macy's flagship store in New York City in May 2008. He claimed someone pistol whipped him back in the back of his neck and caused him to fall to his hands and knees. He claims Diddy approached him and said, "Suck my D, Echo," and brutally, orally raped him. What? Whoo, child. Oh, and the line is open if you want to call in, sweetie. In another suit, a man claims he was hired to work security for Diddy's 2006 white party, where he believes he consumed a drink laced with GBH and or ecstasy. I thought it was GHB, but okay. GBH. He says Diddy forced him into a van, overpowered him, and SA'd him. The man claims Diddy inserted his penis into the man's A and sodomized him. He says the alleged grape resulted in semen leaking out of his body. This is outrageous. Another man suing Diddy claims he went to a Diddy party in October 2021, where he became disoriented after consuming 1 drink. He says the room started spinning, and the next thing he remembers is being in a bedroom, paralyzed. He says at least 3 men SA'd him through sodomy and other forced acts, and claims he distinctly recalls seeing a naked Diddy above him at one point during the alleged assault. Horrifying. Whew, this is just too early in the day for this child. A 4th lawsuit is from a man who says he was only 16 years old when he was invited to Diddy's 1998 white party in the Hamptons, where he says they snapped a photo together. He says Diddy took an interest in him and took him to a more private area to chat, where Diddy told him he had the right to look for the music industry and could be made into a star. Oh, he had the right look. Okay, sorry. He had the right look for the music industry and could be made into a star with Diddy's help. He claims Diddy abruptly told him to drop his pants and expose his penis for inspection, with Diddy saying it was the rite of passage and asking, "Don't you want to break into the business?" He says he succumbed and dropped his pants, exposing his penis, and claims Diddy cut and held onto his genitals, squeezing and feeling them. Oh, Jesus. The lawsuits are among the 120 Buzzbee says he's filing against Diddy. We reached out to Diddy's camp. So far, no word back. So, this is one of the headlines today. What do y'all think about this? It's a lot. I wonder what type of are they just going by witness testimony, or I mean, what kind of other evidence is there other than that for, I mean, a minor? We're talking about a minor here, 16 at the time. But this one is, he asked him to pull it out. He did. He just cupped and groped him. Such disgust. Such disgust. They talking about they reached out to Diddy's camp, no word back. Well, Diddy's a little bit busy right now. Diddy's camp is quite busy, running around trying to put patches in all these holes that are opening up, trying to stop all these floods, all these little flood holes from flooding up the joint. Oh, okay, gotcha. You hear that, Wayne? You see that? She can't. You could call her directly if you want to talk. I'm using my platform to be linking up now. I'm just playing. Okay. So, what do y'all think about this, though? Do y'all believe any of it? I mean, the lawyer did say, "Come one, come all," but we're going to vet you. They had thousands of calls. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are probably like, "Man, I need a little cash flow. I need to do anything and something." And maybe they're trying to do something with this, throw their hat in the ring too. But you're going to get found out, I think. If you really are like lying, I don't think this would pass the smell test. What kind of, they got to be providing certain details. All right, let's move on, child, to the next assault. Because there's another one. Okay. This one is Diddy sued. You grape me under threat of violence, the new lawsuit alleges. Says Diddy forced a college freshman to take her clothes off under threat of violence, and once she was undressed, he forced himself on her and fondled and her, raped her, and all while she was begging him to stop, at least according to the new lawsuit. Hold on. Hello.
Okay, I know I was supposed to call in on the next one, but now my background not loud. So
Okay.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, we had the landscaping people at the window. I want to,
Oh, I see. It's all good.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have something to say about the men that I just talked about. Was that 4?
The lawsuit that what's his name, Buzzbee brought.
Yeah, Buzzbee.
He did say that the ones that he did that they have police reports and hospital records where the drug testing and stuff was done.
That's true.
I'm assuming that the men did it too, or they had text messages and pictures and stuff.
Right.
To that and witnesses. So, this is interesting because he said they're going after the Hamptons and maybe Macy's too. I don't know. Macy's might have had camera footage in the stock room. Showing Diddy and them going in there,
I would have sued Macy's too. Y'all didn't protect me.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Well, now we on this other one here. Some woman who says she was a college freshman. Let's
Oh,
see.
okay. Listen.
Yeah, he said. They said that he had her take her clothes off under threat of violence, and once she was undressed, he forced himself on her and fondled and M-worded her, raped her, all while she was begging him to stop. The Bad Boys record founder is being sued by a woman who claims she was only 19 years old and a freshman in college in 2004 when she got invited to Diddy's photo shoot across the street from her college campus in New York. According to the lawsuit, the woman says she was excited to receive an invite from a celebrity like Diddy, so she went to the photo shoot with one of her girlfriends, where she says they met Diddy and were invited to an after party at a Manhattan area Marriott hotel. The woman says she and her friend agreed to go to the party, and they were taken to the hotel by a member of Diddy's entourage. And when they got to the hotel suite and tried to mingle with the guests, drinking and listening to music, they were instead grabbed and taken into a separate room. She says she asked the guy who took her into the room where they were going, and he responded, "You know what you're here for." Mm.
Wow.
Says in the docs, the woman says she and her friend were then locked inside a room with Diddy, and she says he gave them drinks and told them to do cocaine, and that he had prepared for use on a coffee table. Diddy was ready to go. She says she didn't want to do the coke, and Diddy continued getting gradually more aggressive with her and her friend, to the point where he began touching them without consent. The woman says when they resisted, Diddy ordered her friend to perform oral on him and threatened to unalive them both if she didn't. The woman says her friend complied, and she begged Diddy to let them leave, which he did not agree. In the suit, the woman says Diddy soon turned his sights to her and forced her to undress her under threat of violence, allegedly forcing himself on her and SAing her. She says the door to the room ultimately opened. She believed it was due to her cries, and the security guard who had brought them to the room came and asked if everything was all right. And that was when her friend bolted out of the room. The woman says she couldn't escape, though, because Diddy was still on top of her. The woman who is suing as a Jane Doe says Diddy got off of her to talk to security guard, and the men left the room, and Diddy told her to stay, threatening to unalive her if she left. She says she sat in the dark room by herself about 30 minutes until a different security guard came in and told her she could leave. She says she got her things and left immediately, called a taxi back to her college dorm. Some 20 years later, the woman is suing and she wants a jury trial. She's been repped by Tony Buzzbee, another Buzzbee lawsuit, and says Diddy's bad boy corporations are being sued. Marriott Hotel as well. It says Marriott management is well aware of Diddy and his activities and looked the other way rather than intervene. We reached out to Diddy's camp, no word. How many? I wonder how many calls Diddy's camp got from Buzzbee. 120, or I mean, he's pretty relentless. It looks like, and he's on a mission.
So I have a question. When a client wants a jury trial, does that mean like go to court like as if he had criminal charges, or would that lead into criminal charges? I don't know if I'm wording that right. My question.
Yeah, you want to know if the jury trial is criminal or civil?
Yeah, when they ask for a jury trial, is that up in the lawsuit, or just when somebody file a lawsuit, a civil lawsuit? Do they have a jury or no?
Yes, they do. And I think sometimes there might also be an option for the judge to decide.
Oh, okay.
A bench trial, I think they call that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she wants a jury. I believe all these are civil suits. Mm-hmm. I'm not positive. I remember Buzzbee saying something like he wasn't sure if the feds were, because I don't think he didn't say he was working. He didn't say he was working with the DA. So he said that if they want to talk to the feds and they're helping encourage, the feds in cooperation with them too.
He did say some of them already have talked to the feds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he mentioned that. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he got whopped with a zinger this morning or two. Well, really seven, according to the other article, unless she's included in the six they're talking about. Um, this is crazy. They're literally burying this man in lawsuits.
Mm-hmm. I think, but is he the first person in especially in the music world, probably that had this many lawsuits? And now he got R. Kelly beat.
Oh yeah, he definitely got R. Kelly beat, and on top of that, remember they said they're going to probably be superseding the indictment, which means that more charges are coming.
Yeah, he done outdid Epstein, Weinstein, and the other co-leader. I can't think his name right now off the top of my head, and them other people. That he just gonna have life if they don't go after the death penalty. But if we don't know if any possible future charges for homicide will be coming about. But
yeah, because there's things we heard in like Lil Rod's lawsuit, for instance. Lil Rod said that him and his son, I think Justin, I'm not sure which son, but they unalived somebody at a studio.
Yep, in the bathroom.
Hey, Ray Ray. Hey, Miss Mocha. Happy Monday. Let's see.
That police officer with the bow tie, last name Muhammad. I can't think of the
Oh yeah, the fixer.
Yeah, the fixer. He came in and helped come with the narrative and fix the scene. I don't know. This is deep.
Miss Mocha said in the chat, hey everyone, Diddy shouldn't get out. I would hope that if they do civil suits that it could also be used for criminal. I agree, because they did open up that Survivors Act for a couple years. And I don't know what constitutes someone being able to file criminally versus civilly, because a lot of these lawsuits we see are civil. I also remember this lawyer saying that many of these celebrities, that they know who they are now paying off these victims or these accusers so that they don't have to, their name doesn't escape into the light of day. And I'm wondering if this is just him, he's chugging along, but he's also showing he means business. And I'm wondering though, I think I mentioned this is his cap to these celebrities to say, listen, if you want to stay out of this, then you need to give me a call and we need to get this thing negotiated. We need to get your name cleared, or get you not cleared, but make your name disappear out of this. Yeah, if all is correct, he should be buried in lawsuits. Yeah, he's buried in lawsuits regardless. Hey GT, do the Diddy if you want to. Hey Aisha. Yes, good afternoon. Happy Monday, everybody. So yeah, we're talking about the Diddler child. The Diddler is in TMZ a couple times this morning with new lawsuits. One of the articles outlined at least 4 of them by men. There's 6 of them, 4 men, 6 women. They're assault suits. And go back in the replay if you missed the details of those. And then this one is the college student. She said she was a college student, 19, in 2004, and she went to a photo shoot she was invited to, and she and her friend, as soon as they walk in the room, get grabbed up and assaulted, and by him. And well, it was not just Diddy, there's other people being named here. Well, not name by name, but name, like his security, his this, his that, his boys, whoever they were. And Gene Deal came out. I saw a clip of him talking. I'm not sure if it was on his channel or the Dialogue or wherever else he be at, but he claimed that a lot of these parties that they are claiming these things happened at were actually his son's parties, Justin and Christian. Yeah. So, and people were in the comments like, well, so what? They were having parties. What does that even mean? That don't mean nothing. But what it means is, because one of them, Justin, was named in one of the suits, as well as Christian. Christian was said to SA a woman on a yacht, and Justin is saying he's being named as a trafficker by bringing the young girls to the parties, like a little pimp. And Gene also said basically that because the clubs here, especially here in LA, I don't know, I think he also said Miami, but I know here in LA, typically, well, when I was clubbing, I'll say that, unless it was an after party, them clubs close up at 2, and the alcohol, the last call is like 1 o'clock, 1:30. So he said that once those clubs ended, they basically had buses or probably sprinters, and they were filling up these sprinters and buses and vans with girls and bringing them back to the mansion or wherever they were partying. It wasn't always at the mansion. It might have been somebody else's mansion or club or whatever. But that the sons were help wrangling the girls and probably guys too. But it made me think. And then when I heard Gene, I think that was this morning I heard that. But sure enough, I see this on TMZ today. Christian Combs parties with girlfriend video posted after dad's court hearing. So right after his court hearing, this one is hanging out. And I had seen another post of him partying with a bunch of cash in his hand. They said he spent $800K in the club. I don't believe that. Like, really, almost $1 million in the club. He's spreading the wealth far and wide. But as you see, if you see this video, him feeding his girlfriend a liquor. I don't want to play the music because it's copyright stuff. But just to give you, so just to give you an idea, they're in the club, okay? And it says Combs declares he's got the baddest girl in the world while turning up with friends at the club. And somebody said,
how you be his girlfriend knowing what he's being accused of any day?
Oh, she been with him. Well, he's always coupled up. I mean, as far as I know, when he was in high school, he had one other girlfriend, light-skinned young lady, who was with him they went everywhere. Girl, and I always wondered, dang, she's kind of young. Where are her parents? Like, she kind of young to just be with them like that and traveling with them too. And so now I think about it, I wonder, anything ever happened to her? Like, what happened to her? Or did you have to do an initiation to be with a Combs kid? Like,
right.
She looked like Diddy's type. And I'm Lori. They say Lori Harvey got pimped by Steve Harvey because he owed Diddy some money.
Dang, that's why she was with the son and daddy.
That's what it was saying. But it said she wasn't with the freak off, so that's why it didn't last that long. But but it says on the comments, somebody said, I ain't drinking nothing the Combs got. Okay.
Why you always gotta be the one to give it to the girl, all of that shit? That's how you know they be drugging.
Yeah, that's what they do. They just put it up to your mouth. Somebody said partying when your entire family is in shambles.
Right.
Yeah.
He partying like he already know the outcome because he the whistleblower. He's like, yeah, He's
like, I'm free. Take that, Pops.
Yeah. He about to do Diddy whole dance at the trial. When he guilty, he gonna be the number. Boy, that Diddy he gonna hit the floor when he see his mini-me. He ain't gonna believe how he got done like that.
Carrying on.
He dropped the bombshell shit. Prosecutors gonna call they star witness.
Somebody said it doesn't look that good for his daddy/twin to be in jail for rugging women, and he is named in that lawsuit, and he feed women drinks. I'm not saying he does it, but as a lawyer, I would tell him to sit his silly ass down away from the cameras so the public could think he was distraught about his daddy, so they could look less menacing and guilty. Yeah, I agree with that. For sure.
Exactly.
Sit your ass down. Somebody said he ain't learned yet what he drinks and cameras can do, I see.
You know what? He probably be bullying the grandmama. The grandmama looks like Skeletor. She looking like Grand Reaper and shit. But I don't know who's saying her. I guess maybe one of her clients like that wig on her head. She looking like worse the next down. That one boxer that got 86 out of Vegas that was fighting with Gregor that one time and rushed anyway, it was part of their culture. I'm looking at her friend. I'm like, run, girl. Because those the ones they sacrifice. They sacrifice the friends, the little ones that they don't think nobody care about, the ones that ain't that cute, or that, the ones that ain't nobody paying that much attention to. Child.
Somebody said
You
this.
know what?
Go ahead.
I'll be running and get my Sha'Carri Richardson track run shoes on. That's how fast I'll be getting the hell on.
Absolutely. Somebody said this isn't what he should be doing with what his father is dealing with at this very moment. Slap, forehead slap. Especially feeding that woman liquor and then pushing her down to make her dance with him. This is not a good look. Somebody said he want to be Diddy so bad.
Yep.
Why is he feeding her liquor? Yeah, somebody said he has to be delayed or slow in thought. Feeding a woman drinks on okay.
He made Diddy in his situation worse. That's the one that was telling the feds they missed the house and they're inviting 50 Cent to his train stand and stuff with his stupid. He ain't ready for none of the problems. Not even the problems that his daddy's dealing with. He think he might be about that. Like, that girl might be scared of that boy. Ain't no telling how she get cornered and held hostage in the rooms by big shurners and them. And tell how many of them we got still in the compound of the dungeons or wherever the hell
the tunnels in the tunnels.
She might be getting turned out with the lavish her Birkin bags and getaways and stuff. Ain't no, it's no telling. There's no telling. She probably can't even consume a lot of. Most when you're a lady though, you're supposed to carry yourself accordingly at anywhere and at all times. And I might like my drink. I'm not gonna be drinking like a fish. Cause that's but you got these men, these boys, these little immature boys out here. See, Diddy never let go of that insecure little 16-year-old hot in the ass, fast ass boy that's insecure and ain't got no self-esteem, self-love. That's who Diddy never departed from, and that's why he kept carrying on all these predatory ways into a grown man. Because he got some immaturity in him, but was probably he wanted to be fascinated with the hood so much because when I was told he wasn't out in those streets like that.
You talking about T.I. son?
Act like he was.
You talking about T.I.? Are you talking about T.I. son? Can you hear me? Are you talking about?
No, Diddy.
Who?
His son is. His son is his daddy. His daddy never departed from that little 16-year-old fast hot ass boy that was insecure, self-esteem, and no self-love. And Diddy never departed ways from that little boy. He carried them predatory ways, and he putting other people down and being forceful and having power and control. That's who he always wished he could have been, strong and a confident man and all this other stuff. He wanted to run around acting like he got to be center of attention. That's why when Kanye said that you couldn't say nothing about the next person standing next to him. He was like, oh, this is the coolest person that I ever met in the world right here. And she said, Diddy, be like, no, I'm the coolest person. He always got to have praise and acknowledgement and acceptance. That's somebody that's insecure and how they think low of themselves. And they want to put, they always want all the acknowledgement and everything else. You supposed to start with charity starts to self first. He was supposed to work that out at home, whatever happened at home. His mama, she condoning this shit. You could tell how the way she stick up on. That's probably how she was talking to him when he was getting accused back in the streets. With public news, it was his local street, New York news. All the bullshit that he was doing. This baby, she was watering it down. Oh, baby, that was just a mistake. See,
See, yeah.
You gotta keep moving, baby. That's what he was saying when they was IV dripping in the backyard for being up days at a time.
Mama's something else, child.
Yeah, mama hot ass pussy popping on the headstand all flat, and she want to make sure we get that part correct. She 8 some years old and put her hands flat on the goddamn ground. Look at that. You can tell the stress. That's her son at the end of the day. I gotta take that, the mother's love. She loves her whatever way. It might be out of my norm, but yeah, I don't know. That's probably right in her world. But she's stressed. She is stressed fuck out. Justin is probably bullying her like her daddy was doing it. So we don't know because. He shouldn't. I wouldn't have been. whether your daddy or not, okay, they obviously love and support their daddy. They with the shit, even I don't know to what extent, but he got his daddy back. He shouldn't have some kind of common sense, but I guess everybody ain't able. You ain't supposed to be doing this. You wasn't partying when he was out doing all of that. He wasn't being seen in the club, throwing it up in the club, eating drinks. I wonder what is this celebration about.
Well, this ain't the first time. This is not the first time they've had him out since his dad has been gone and behind the bars. This is right after court though, and it looked more like he's celebrating than trying to think of some type of plan for his life. That's what it looks like to me. I want to put this picture up. I made this meme actually. I saw this picture and I put it in the meme generator on TikTok. I was just playing around, but it said me and my anxiety walking into a social gathering together, because that's what it looks like. Little King Combs looked stressed out right there, and Mama looked like her little nipple is hanging out. And I'm like, you ain't got no bra on, Mama. Come on. In court, unless she got on one of them Skims nipple bras, but come on, Mama. You in court. Your son is up for some heinous crimes, and you in there with your titties dangling and jangling with your nipple saying hi to the judge.
The judge or something, if he saw her old faggot raggedy dog ears titties.
This is what she came and how she represented.
Girl, it's all they like that show that used to come on. It's called Shameless. That family is nothing but a big circus. It ain't nothing but a big fucking circus in that household. You gonna come to court representing yourself like this. You supposed to be the matriarch of the family, and this is how you come up to court and on behalf of your fucking raggedy ass son. No wonder he was the way he is. Every this off, Diddy was like, I was fucked up. All y'all fucked up. They just all fucked up. The apple ain't falling far from the tree.
And mind you, he has his sisters, and Chance is behind him too. They're 17 and 18, or 17 going on 18. And impressionable girls, her granddaughters, and this what you doing, child. Even Justin, Justin in the back there, he got a tie on, a little tie, and so you see Christian trying to look pulled together, really understand what's happening with what he's wearing. I'm like, the suit, is it a onesie? What's going on? But I want to move over to Bow Wow real quick. Girl, he's just stupid. So Bow Wow made headlines because he was in an interview talking about how Diddy's missed already in the industry. But I think this is
on a 250-foot yacht.
Hold on.
Like, for me thinking on it.
Why is it not showing up like this? Hold on.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Well, they keep holding out Diddy being missed, the impact what he did to the culture and all of that. My thing is this: how does it count what he did? What impact did he do besides going to wild ass party? They talk about road produced and all this other shit. But what they've been saying for many years since he had a split in the damn game. He done stole beats, lyrics, writings, songs, videos, all this shit down to the people. Draws aside, they color polish, because he stole the color polish from his mama, the white. So if he done stole everything, how does he get credit for making an impact in the music world and hip hop when he never did it nothing authentically, originally himself? He took everything from everybody.
Child, you asking the wrong one, because I was wondering why he still got a key to the Miami. I mean,
Miami is part of them fucking lawsuits. That's what the Miami rubber stick got his back. And I hope they know that they ass will get exposed. They keep fucking around. They up here trying to act like, we ain't gonna say, if you try to prove you 10 toes down, we knew you 10 toes down when you was on the fucking tape. Now enough is enough. Get rid of the goddamn key and holiday, and you better getting your shit together. Because I don't understand that. You hold on because you support it,
Well, back to your question of what impact did Diddy have besides just stealing people's taking credit, huh?
Besides throwing a party, everything else he stole from other people. Even down to that 10-year-old boy that they said was in the studio every day, and that total video, they said all them words in that video, so you was stealing even from kids. You whole punk out here.
Okay. Well, let me answer your question, ma'am. Let me answer your question, ma'am. Let me can I let me get let me squeeze in. Let me squeeze in. Um well, before this all happened, most people looked at Diddy as a tastemaker. This is a guy who can turn water into wine, according to some of these brands, because he takes a brand like Ciroc and he did what he did with it. It became like a semi-household branded, liquor. And then, of course, his parties were, widely known. I don't know what benefit of that was to the community, but he was somebody who people saw as black excellence. Black excellence. And this is how he marketed himself. And he was somebody who we saw start his, he had Revolt TV, he had his own media company, he had this, he had that, restaurants, clothing brands, like I said, liquors. Like, he looked like somebody who could show us the way to being an entrepreneur. When we come to find out later that he really was really just a glorified influencer and being paid to make himself seem to be an owner of things, when he really wasn't. He was just really the face of a lot of these things. And like smoke and mirrors, somebody else is funding everything. He got all these billionaires in his back pocket and in his front pocket, talking Ron Burkle and of course Clive Davis. I was watching something last night that tied him to Lisa Left Eye Lopez's death. And when they broke it down, I was like, oh my gosh, never thought of him with relation to her. But when you think about it, and I remember when she got with Death Row Records, she was working with Suge Knight and she had that alter ego. She started rapping. But the fact that she linked up with Suge in opposition to Diddy. And they were saying because Chili and Usher was so close, they for sure know Chili knows more, than the average, because she was right there.
Was in there too with that Lopez. Left Eye.
Who?
Hype Williams had was the one. Yeah, when she went over there, Left Eye. He booked her flight and stuff, and they said he came over there one time while she was over there. Hype Williams.
Hype Williams, the same Hype Williams that took Aaliyah's plane. Hype Williams. The same Hype Williams that stole Aaliyah's private plane.
Yeah, yep. He the one booked her flight. They said he appeared over there, and I seen that docu-series about Left Eye. And they said he came and seen her one time. Hype Williams did, and then he the one that booked, made all arrangements and stuff. So I said that's another one. She put her demise came a little bit after they said he left from over there. So he's linked to Diddy too. I wouldn't. Hey. But I didn't know that. I never knew that about game. That's deep.
I'm gonna send you the link to. I watched one of them channels that does those documentary style breakdowns, and actually I sent you down the rabbit hole. She did a breakdown on Aaliyah's the whole thing with the plane and she had diagrams and like all kind of stuff.
Out here in Vegas, I gotta refinish. I gotta go back. I fell asleep last night. I gotta re-listen to that again.
So let's hear Bow Wow is getting raked over the coals for what he had to say in this interview. And, it's kind of like, Bow Wow, you have a daughter, okay? Like, you need to shut the hell up. But I'm going to play this and we're going to talk about it.
Like, for me, thinking on it, bro, supposed to be on a 250-foot yacht with his wife, leg up, chilling. This how you ride it out. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of us probably never thought that we would see this. But for me, it's like, it's just unreal. Like, it seems unreal at times. I know me and Jermaine, we spoke about it, and I'm just like, I would never thought that we would see him in this position, ever.
Even with all the rumors that I've always circulated.
Never. Just never thought I'd see it like this. Like, Nah. He's like the gatekeeper to the game. To the point to where, what weekend just passed? Like BET Award weekend, it didn't, like the past two, they just didn't feel right. Because there was no motion, there was no parties. There was nowhere to go. Like,
let's be very specific between parties and freak offs.
No, the industry, like the parties that we attend, Like, there's me, the Terrences,
I left before one. I never stayed. I've only been to 2 parties, and I've never seen a freak off.
Yeah, but it shows. And once again, I'm separating it, right? I'm talking about him as the artist, the person, right? How monumental and how important he was to the culture. Because I said, Jermaine, there's no parties. Every year, dude had the fest, and you feel it. It's like a hole. It's like, damn, we ain't going. He was just such a gatekeeper from the liquor in the clubs, like he was everything hip hop. You know what I mean? So for that to die out, it's like you just would have never thought. And especially when you look at somebody as like somebody you study, somebody you idolize, somebody who you looked at like, yo, when it comes to hustle, when it comes to business and how to run your shit, it's like he was the guy that every young hustler looked up to and wanted to either be like or wanted to, man, I'm gonna pass this nigga. Like I want to pass this nigga. Like he just step your hustle game up. You know what I mean? So it's sad and it's messed up that, we gotta like.
It's sad and it's messed up that we don't have no parties after the BET Awards because Diddy gone.
You better have your own goddamn party. You don't need Diddy to throw no fucking party. If you study him so much, then you know how to throw a party like him. But just don't be doing no fucking freak off. that
is the most ridiculous thing. And he gonna dismiss everything about the victims, the Cassie videotape that we saw.
Because he focused on a goddamn party.
Because it's no parties. It's no parties. It's nothing to do. He even had to call Jermaine Dupri to say, man, Diddy left a hole in the industry. Yeah, he left a hole, all right. He effed the industry all the way through, child. I saw somebody on TikTok. They did there was a TikTok live I was looking at, and I think the premise of the live or the title was something like Mexicans or Hispanics helped to start hip hop. Like basically, it was people trying to say we started this. So it was a whole argument going on. But there were people in the comments talking about how this all black people and freak offs. That's all they good for. Like basically everything Diddy did, all of a sudden, all black people were responsible and culpable and also just like him. And that kind of burnt me up because I knew this person was capped. But at the same time, it is people taking this and running with it as to how they want to perceive us. Like, oh, I knew they was nasty people. I knew they was this. I knew they was that. He does not everybody. We know that. But people want to do that. And this is idiot Bow Wow doesn't help by coming on. Instead of saying, as a father that, he is his heart, he feels for the victims and he hopes, everything, that everybody gets whatever justice they deserve or whatever the case. He could have not just said anything. But instead, you want to sit here and make it seem like the life of the party, is behind bars. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Are you dumb? Like, and then Ray, what's up? She said Bow Wow believes in the behaviors of Sean Combs. He is not reliable. He is too wrapped up in all this. I agree. And Jermaine Dupri, I'm surprised because let me look him up. I just saw him accept an award or do something. And I was in the comment just like everybody else talking about, oh, hang on to it because it's finna be snatched right back up. Because he has allegations around him as well. He always dealt with kid acts. I don't know if y'all remember Crisscross. Not to say they have accused him of anything, but it's fishy to me. There's been rumors about him. I know that. But, I just feel like with all this going on, when I'm starting to see certain people get accolades and things, I feel like, okay, something's going on.
I've seen some boy from New York. He was part of making a band back then, and he was saying about how he was actually praising and confirming, congratulating Diddy about all the discipline in the military training that he inflicted on the kids on the MTV. Was actually beneficial. He learned that was to make the people a part of the group bond with each other. and everything and get along. It was a nice, calculated move that he put together, the boot camp part. And he said that they had to read on the outside on the sidewalk every day all Russell Simmons books.
What?
Yep, that's one of the. I'm gonna find it and send it to you with timestamp. He said that Diddy made the people day 26 and making the band, and Danny came. They had to read Russell Simmons books every day outside on the sidewalk.
Wow. So, here it is. Yeah, they gave this Negro his own day in Atlanta. The city of South Fulton officially proclaimed October 12th as Jermaine Dupri Day in honor of the legendary Atlanta-based music mogul. So he out here getting his own day, and Diddy is looking at his last days. But child, all of this is crazy. I wanted to acknowledge the fact that Wanda Smith passed away. You remember Wanda Smith, the DJ that the radio DJ that, remember Cat Williams was going back and forth with her?
Mm-hmm.
And clowned her. Well, she, in my opinion, she started, and I hate to say this, it's really sad to say that everybody in every comment I've seen about this bring Cat Williams up, and there's the few people that say, let her rest in peace, and he don't have that little leprechaun don't have nothing to do with her, and blah blah blah. But he did kind of put her on the map with that, because I had no idea who she was before that. I mean, I know she was a known Atlanta icon. She has a long-standing career in radio, and I guess she was also a philanthropist in the city, but I had never heard of her until Kat dragged her by her little bitty whatever, her wig, her eyelashes, and then when her husband had the nerve to go to the event he was promoting with his pulled out a pum on him, and they said she was standing in the doorway cackling and laughing at it. And they should have both went to jail for that, but instead she got fired. So she lost her longtime job. She was disgraced, and now she's passed away. And as far as I know, they haven't given us. She was only 58 years old, so I don't see that they've given us the reason for death. But whatever it was, it wasn't natural. It doesn't sound like at that age. So I'm curious to know what happened to her. Definitely, can y'all hit that like button for your girls? Yeah.
Thank you.
Queen said, talking about Diddy, all he did was throw a party. All he did was throw parties. He didn't give nothing to the community.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Wayne said and he said this in all caps. Okay, if you just came in, please check out the replay and leave a comment down below. You heard him. Yeah, he ain't did shit. Everything that's going on these days is kind of like tied to Diddy in a sense, and I'm like, even when I saw her pass away, I'm like, did she know Diddy? Was she gonna testify?
Right.
But R.I.P. to her. She did her big one. She did her big one while she was here. We can't take that away from her.
Right.
She unfortunately passed away one day after celebrating her birthday. And yeah, we just got to keep her and her loved ones in prayer, because that's really sad. You can't come back from death. So they say. What else? It's something else. Oh, I wanted to show y'all. Your friend Ray J came back acting a fool again, because I guess he supposedly heard what's her name, Jaguar Wright, said about him and Whitney Houston, having to do with Whitney's passing, and he had to come back on her with that about that. So let me find that real quick.
I don't remember Ray J having no backlash, even over the years he's been rumored about that. Yeah, I ain't the first person to say that. It's been out there.
Yeah, it has been out there, but I guess because people are paying attention to what she's saying. See, people want to take away her credit and her clout, but you mad when she says something because people are paying attention. And that's the thing. Let me see if I could find it real quick. Left, right.
Pick it up and defend Beyonce. Beyonce probably never defend him. And they thinking too rat ass about him.
Jason Lee said Beyonce and Jay-Z was calling him after the whole after she was on Pierce, probably while she was still on Pierce, because that's how I think they got Vlad and them up there. As soon as they heard this was going on, because it was live, they started making phone calls. Making phone calls telling people to get up out the fucking bed and get on there and defend us.
Oh.
Before we pull our support.
We're listening.
So, okay, I found it. That's what I imagine them saying. I imagine it being Beyonce saying it in her little country accent. Okay, let's see what Bray J and his weird ass is talking about.
You got our attention. Is what you're saying true? Because this shit is outrageous. But I came to the conclusion that once I seen the story about me and what you had to say about me and situations in my past, that is where I started to understand that you are totally fabricating stories and you are a complete liar. So that means that I have no respect for you and nothing you're saying. So now I'm gonna go further. How dare you disrespect Jay-Z and Beyonce? Jay-Z is an OG. Don't ever disrespect Beyonce, because now that you're lying on me, and I know for sure that all the shit you're saying is a lie. Now you want to go for Beyonce. Jaguar, you done fucked up. Jaguar Wright, you done fucked up. You don't even fucked up, don't you? You don't even fucked up. No, you don't fucked up. Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright, you done fucked up. You done fucked up. Because now you lying on me. I know a lie when I know I didn't do something, right? You know somebody lying about you when you know the facts. Jaguar, you have lied about the wrong person. And I'm not talking about me, because I don't give a fuck about what you said about me, because that's nonsense. What I do care about is you talking about Beyonce. I don't like when people talk about Beyonce. We're not gonna do that. You done fucked up. Jay-Z is an OG. Brush that shit off. And I'm sure Beyonce gives no hells and no fucks. But Beyonce has never done nothing to nobody. I haven't seen Beyonce make one mistake. And you know what? That's somebody that's really trying to make sure that her image is in the forefront and be a role model for all these young girls and all the people that's inspiring to be like her or to follow down a path like that. That's a path you want to follow down. Why are you trying to fuck that up? Why are you lying on Jay-Z and Beyonce? How do we create a solution so these Jaguar rights don't exist in our new society?
Did y'all catch that? How do we create a society where the Jaguar rights don't exist? He was threatening her, in my opinion. You know you effed up. You know you effed up. You know you.
Yeah, he talking about Beyonce never made a mistake. Yes, she has made all kind of mistakes out there publicly. Wearing that pillow under her stomach, faking the pregnancy because she didn't want to fuck up her body. Really having her, so they had surrogates. And then she made mistakes when she know her own his name and age on the damn stage. She made mistakes when she's sitting up here trying to make it seem like they're this damn power couple to be with Jay-Z ass looking stupid. And she made a mistake when she was doing the ritual on the stage. I heard that song she just came out with. If you look at the video and when she performed it, that devilish act talking in that language, and they said that's some kind of ritual when they say funny, it's translated English, follow me, come out to hell, I'm the devil, or something, whatever it was interpreted as. And that was confirmed by some, I think it was Ghana or somewhere, for the bad voodoo acts that people be practicing in witchcraft. She had a daughter up there performing in that devilish stuff. Ray, you so high on your shrooms and your dope, you don't know reality from a damn fantasy. You up here sucking Jay-Z and them. Maybe he was the one that got called too to get the fuck up out of these people. I ain't never heard Jay-Z and Beyonce defend no fucking body and back up nobody in the industry. Nobody. They never came to nobody rescue.
That's for sure.
Everybody praising it. What have they done besides the Met Gala and just looking stupid? And to me, disrespecting the whole race. I didn't like that one video. She go over there to Africa, a part of Africa, and she ain't walking down the beach. All the queens, the elders, they all had their garments on, and they look so beautiful. Our black people are so beautiful. They're on the beach. She got to fly her Versace and her whatever the hell house Ariana just stuff. She just got, to me was a disrespect. And they're in the video, the music video is showing them baptizing the baby. And to me, she thinks that she's throwing her money around and stuff over there to some of the less fortunate villages and stuff. Then that was okay for her. No, I wouldn't have cared. You gonna respect us. You come over. I don't care about your money and your jewelry up there, top of shoes, she heels in the sand at the beach. To me, it was just, they didn't have the babies in the video over there throwing up the damn whatever they call it, that diamond, the Rockefeller, whatever sign. And to me, that was all to me just a mockery and a slap in the face. Going over there thinking that they throw their money around and they fancy wear and shit. And that to me, you supposed to be over there trying to learn something or whatever the case may be. Because they showing you their heritage and where part of where you come from. And bitch, you up here running about some diamond rhinestone out, fucking Versace heels on in the sand and holler about how she shops at Walmart in her heels because she's wearing them every day. I don't deal with this. Man, Ray J out of line. He just out of line. He all over the place.
Ray J, like Ray said in the chat, is a clown. Okay, and a weirdo. Somebody else called him a clown, I think. She said he's a weirdo. Our queen said he's a weirdo. Yeah, I think Ray said. She said.
Have he ever explained what was he doing in the hotel room when he did he ever come out?
She said wrong. She said wrong messenger. You know what? I believe that clip is actually longer. I'm trying to see. I think it's on his YouTube channel because he did talk about the Whitney allegation by her. That's what I thought that was. But let me see real quick. I forgot what his YouTube channel is called, but it's like something about the news. I'm gonna put Ray J News. Let's see.
And Ray J, you didn't say nothing to Clyde Davis about the party must continue while her deceased body was laying up there for hours. That was a disrespect to her, to the queen. But you loved her so much. I would have been interrupted. Goddamn, get down, holler, snatching the mic from Clyde. Whitney is upstairs, y'all. Since you love her so much. Or you could have went live on your fucking raggedy phone once you got in a secluded place if you was that scared to outright say something. But you took off running too. With a pillowcase hanging over your head, acting like you was wanted and shit, getting smuggled in and out of the damn United States. And you left her up there, somebody that you love so much, you left her there, discarded her too, like she wasn't nothing. I don't even think they would do a stray animal like that was found in an abandoned building.
This is only 11 seconds long, but let's see. Wait, it's on mute.
Coming up on the reality check. Jaguar Wright. Is she crazy? Is she loony? Who is this shit? Stay tuned. We'll talk about it.
Wait. It says, she said, Ray J unalive too. Wait, hold on. I don't see the one. I literally saw when he was saying he didn't.
Oh, he probably rubbed it down.
He might have taken it down. Wait. This one's only 12 seconds. This one. Oh, wait. Oh, this is this is her talking about.
Coming up on the reality check.
Huh? Nigga, what is my key, bitch?
I can't. Wait, let me see if he comes on. Yeah, here it is.
It's not about seeking the truth. You want to stir up the pot for your own gain? I mean, really. We gotta move away from this type of destructive energy and focus on building, not tearing down. Our culture needs more truth and integrity, not chaos and confusion. people were listening. You got our attention. Is what you're saying true? Because this shit is outrageous. But I came to the conclusion that once I seen the story about me and what you had to say about me and situations in my past, that is where I started to understand that you are totally fabricating stories and you are a complete liar. So that means that I have no respect for you and nothing you're saying. So now I'm gonna go further. How dare you disrespect Jay-Z and
We
Beyonce?
saw this part.
You done fucked up what you said about me, because that's nonsense. What I do care about is you talking about Beyonce. I haven't seen Beyonce make one mistake to be like her or to follow down a path like that. That's a path.
Yeah, I can't find where he was saying
Why
that.
are you
He
trying to
literally,
fuck that
because
up?
he said it on here, but yeah, he literally was just saying out his mouth that, you know, that was the Whitney Houston meant the world to him, and you know, how dare her accuse him of such thing, and blah 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 blah. You know.
Have you ever been to Jay-Z in them house? Have you ever been invited to anything, a brunch or anything?
I'm sure he got invited to some stuff, child. It's called an FO. Okay. This is Jermaine Dupri. I think I already read this. He got Jermaine Dupri Day. Okay. It was something else though. Hold on. Here we go. I wanted to talk about this the other day because it kind of came up about somebody else going to Asia, but Kanye is living in Tokyo, child. They say he's reportedly looking for a fresh start in Tokyo. Music journalist Toure told TMZ on Friday that it was explained that Ye is putting all his efforts into selling his new album Bully from the confines of a hotel room in Japan's capital city. And it says from the sounds of it, he's been spending a lot of time in Tokyo, and he has yet to purchase a property there. So there was another story I originally saw this on, and it was this wasn't the main topic of the story. They were talking about how his kids came out to his concerts out there, and that he had booked the concerts, and he's so popular there, even though they have a down economy. There was not an empty seat in the house, and I was like, this sounds like to me he's being embraced or enticed to come stay over there, because he might be trying to escape some of these allegations that are coming out on him, and that are probably going to be more to come in relation to Diddy and Jay-Z, if anything of his ever comes to light. Maybe he's already making his move. I don't know, but it sounds a little odd. This is a little odd timing to be living in Tokyo with all this stuff going on. We just read. Somebody said living everywhere except California, where his kids are. That is true.
Right, that part. But how about he didn't know where his daughter was at? Saying I'm crying in tower. It's not. Kanye need help.
Yeah, he does. Talking about he want to F his mom, his girlfriend, his wife's mother while she watched. And now the mother is in the new. People are bothering that lady. She said, keep me out of this. No, that's not ever going to happen. But she seems like a classy lady. I don't know what happened to Bianca, because I thought she was this like successful. Was she an architect? She was an architect or some type of. She has some type of profession that takes some brains. Okay, so for her to be running around looking crazy, to me, looking crazy like she does for this man is insane.
Yeah, she was looking real nutty. She was on some other nut shit, especially when that man was yelling and cussing Kanye out, and was she gonna sit up there. Kanye snapped. He did a hand motion or something to snap his. He did something with his hand. She hurried up and did a whole hop and a skip. They hurry up and get to the truck. She gonna put Kanye in the truck first, tuck him in, made sure the seatbelt was on, get him in safety first, and then she walk around and get in on the truck to get him out of there safely and whole. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna sit up here and protect the man first. If he don't get his ass together and he get over in front of me, I said, did she really just do this?
Wow.
Making her drive perfectly still with one hand, sometimes with a whole dominatrix outfit on, can't breathe, can't see, and I don't know what her family thought about that, all of that humiliation, because to me that was embarrassing.
And maybe it was maybe it was just that humiliation ritual, because that's what they do. And it's interesting to me how, like, his ex, for instance, Julia Fox, that model that was running around just like Bianca is now, actually looking crazy.
Yep.
She's now coming out saying she regretted dating him. I didn't read the article, but I can imagine at some point Bianca coming out and saying, I never wanted to do any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Right.
wondering if that's the case, or is she just like down with it and just as freaky as he is? I don't know. But lastly, I want to touch on your boy Diddy again, because it's been coming up about his diet in jail. Like, we had that whole story about how, everybody in court was saying how skinny he was and concerned. But no, he got skinny before he went to court. He was in shape. He was healthy. No. And I debunked that because I showed the videos and the pictures from the day he got arrested, and he was not skinny. So now they're talking about I had heard on another channel, I don't know if this is the same story, we'll find out, but that he wants a private chef, child. He wants his private chef. He wants his own. He can't stand the food, but that's what this article actually says. Diddy is not feeling the food in jail. Says attorneys for the music mogul shared the most difficult part of being behind bars, and which are the meals he's eating. And in quotes, it says, I think the food's probably the roughest part of it. So the food is the roughest part, not missing your family or having your freedom. Okay. Well, it's too bad, Diddy. Okay. Too bad. If you are in there, because I was listening to the ticket guy, Ticket TV. He's like, I looked him up in the system and his name don't come up, and isn't it public information? And they're so basically saying they're searching him in the system and he's not coming up. And people are saying he's in witness protection because all along he's worked for the feds, and that he's really trying to reel in the bigger fish. So I don't know. We don't know what the hell is going on, to be honest. This is crazy. Somebody said, imagine how Shine felt. And Shine did 10 whole years for Diddy. So you want to complain? You've been in there just over 3 weeks. Right. And I'm hearing rumblings that he may get out on bail. I mean, honestly, I hope not. And I hope the government presents enough of evidence to why he should not be, because he's gonna disappear on their asses. I'm telling you. So that's all I got for now, y'all. I'm sure there's gonna be a million more stories by the time I come back live. I might be uploading a video or two later, but I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a wonderful week and the rest of your day, and whatever day this is. This could be next month by the time somebody could be in the replay in December, listen to this, and I want to tell you that you are amazing. As if you hear, honey.
I always love and appreciate you.
Yes. Well, I want to encourage you to like this video. I wanted to say what's up to. I wanted to read these comments real quick. You're talking about Beyonce. She don't respond to anything too secretive. She's with Jay-Z. She's hiding his secret. Didn't Beyonce get accused of doing witchcraft? She actually had been accused of doing witchcraft by more than one person. And one girl, I think she was a drummer in one of her bands. I think she even took her to court for it. I'm not sure. She sued her. Probably ended up settling. But it's a wild ride and a crazy circus. So
I did see a video years ago. It was like a dark. It was on one of those channels, or whatever you call it, or pages, that gets taken down when they, a lot of things that they never been publicized. But it was a video like Jay-Z and Beyonce was in a warehouse. It was somebody else in there too, another celebrity, but they was doing this witchcraft stuff with the blood in the bucket. It was like white sheets put down on the floor. They were standing up against this wall and everything with these candles lit. And it was Jay-Z when he had his hair cut low. And they were young. Her and Jay-Z was young. With that stuff got taken down so fast, honey. I don't know whatever happened to it.
Well, yeah, because it was an obvious ritual, and they do that. They do it on the award shows. They do it all the time, right in our face. They play in our faces, y'all, and that's why we got to have discernment and not, put too much of our own energy into this BS. But with that said, I gotta go, y'all. Till next time. Bye.